Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our team call, our Thursday night team call. Glad to see everybody here who fell off. Oh, I guess Joe P fell off. I'm sure he'll get back on here. And I hope y'all have had a wonderful week so far and looking for some amazing things to start happening for you. I myself, I know Peter P was saying how busy he sees I have been. Yeah, I've been doing some stuff, getting some information out there so people know what I'm doing and giving them the opportunity to get with me and stuff. So that's all good. I was saying some activity that I did today. I went over to it was a travel agency, or well, they did travel in there, but it was also a AAA insurance company, and they also provide the TSA where you go get registered for a TSA. So I had already done my information online and everything. So I went over there today. I had an appointment to go and turn my information in, so I don't have to be standing in all those lines. And so the gentleman that was helping me was interested in the renewable energy that I'm doing. So I was just telling Peter P, I'm making sure I have everything on my digital card. I think what I'm going to do is just go and add the Monday night presentation on my business card so that he can actually see a presentation. So, and then I'm gonna go and shoot over there to him. And he's a salesperson. I tell you what, he's great in sales. So I told him, I said, I was watching what you were doing while you were helping me, because he looked up to see if I was getting the best rate possible on my automobile insurance. And he did explain to me that automobile insurance has gone up with everybody. And I've been with Nationwide forever. And they went up from like 117 a month to 170 something a month. And he said, yeah, he said, insurance companies are really going up. They have already gone up, but he was with the AAA insurance. So he said, well, let me see if I can give you a better rate. And so he went in there and plugged in my information. And he came back and he said, it must be because you've been with them for so long. He said, because if you went with us, based on everything that you're getting, he said, if I dropped for other people down to 30,000, your insurance with us would be $202 a month. I was like, wow. He said, so you better stay with them. I said, okay. So I was just kind of checking him out, how he was doing stuff. He was very good in sales. And then I told him about what I do. I said, and I was checking you out. I said, I really do like the way you were taking care of your business here with me. I said, I think you would do pretty good, really good in what I'm doing with your sales skills. And I told him what I did. And he said, please send me your information. I would very much well like to know about renewable energy and how I can get involved in that. So I'm going to go in. So it's just a matter of opening our mouths when we're already out doing something. Okay, if I had gone out there just saying, okay, I'm gonna go out there and talk to 5 people today, and I came back and didn't talk to nobody, then I would have been upset, bothered about that. But because I was out doing something anyway, I took advantage of being out there and talked to that gentleman, and he was very excited that I talked to him. So anyway, so that's what's going on with that. And I hate Vaughn is not on here right now. Because I did, where did I see that? I found something on, thank you, Cash Coach Clay. I found something on YouTube pertaining to the apricot solar. And it looks like they had the information in there as far as maybe how to sign up for their training. So I sent that to Vaughn, but what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and get resend that email out and send it out to all of you all so that you can have it. So those of you that might later on, maybe you're not interested in the solar part right now, but later on you might decide, okay, well, maybe I better go and check the solar out. Then you'll have the information that you need to go ahead and get, to check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and send an email out to everybody for the solar training. Okay. And let's see, I'm trying to see, this is going to be a short meeting tonight. Because I want to see how, I want everybody to be able to take advantage of the free advertising that you get for being an active member every month. So I'm looking forward to being on that call tonight to hopefully they'll go ahead and talk about that. Does anybody have any questions about anything that's going on? Anybody have any questions about anything? I think we all are called up. Was it anybody not on any of the calls? Maybe not on the call last night, or that needs some clarification or needs some information on what was discussed last night?
I needed. I wasn't on that call.
You weren't on that call. Okay, that was okay. Well, last night call, they were having a few little issues on that call. It was the wellness call that had to do with the water, and the videos that they normally play on that call, it wasn't anything different. So you really didn't miss anything by not being there on that call. They couldn't get the videos to play where they could hear the sound. And I knew what was going on, but Cynthia King obviously didn't know what was going on. And the two that were doing, Mitzi and this other guy was doing the presentation. And they were new doing a presentation on there. They did a good job, but they were new. But the problem was, and I texted her while they were doing their presentation to let them know the reason we don't hear any sound is because when they shared their screen, they didn't click on share sound as well. They didn't know anything about that. So I talked to her after that call was over. And I told her, I said, going forward, when y'all do that call, when you're sharing your screen, nobody else had told them anything about that. Nobody else told them, So I said, going forward, when you're doing the presentation and you're sharing your screen, be sure down in the bottom left corner, you put a check mark where it says share the sound. All right. So they were very pleased to get that, but it was the same call. So it was just two people doing the presenting of it. Okay. And so you're still up on everything as far as that is concerned. Okay.
Okay.
Sheila.
Yes.
I have a question. On that call last night, I mean, with all of the, the breaking up and everything, did they say how much that we would be able to sell that water, at a buck rate or whatever they call it there? Yeah.
You're talking about how much we'll be able to sell it for retail?
Retail, yeah. Because I didn't get that part. I don't know if they said it, with the breaking up. I may have missed it, or maybe they didn't.
No, you didn't miss it because they didn't say it. They didn't say it. Not unless they broke out when they were supposed to say it or whatever. He said something about he said something about every 100 cases, but the breakdown has to be less than that. Right. If it's a store, you're not going to have, I don't care how many of them they buy, you don't have them pay $55 for a case.
Right, I agree.
I don't care if they bought one case. If they need to buy one case just to see how it's going to go in the store, you need to give them the wholesale price, the retail wholesale price, the less cost,
Right.
But no, they didn't give us an amount. They need to come back and they need to give us an amount per case wholesale.
Right.
For us also.
Yeah. So I got a guy that's waiting on that. My first video that I went out, he asked me, well, how much can I get it wholesale for? I said, well, we're getting that together. I'll have that for you shortly. Where it's already been, you know how long I've had my screen out there. Mm-hmm. And I still don't have the exact.
I want to try the Vitality, but if they bring the price down, I'll try it.
Yeah. They actually need to make it, since we're selling those things, they actually need to have it. Most companies, when you're purchasing something from a company and that you are a part of, they sell it to their members for wholesale. And then their members sell it for retail. Okay. Since we are able to sell to stores and things of that nature, the store should be able to get it at wholesale. But if somebody goes to our website, if they are not a store, they should still be able to have to pay retail for it. We should be paying wholesale for it. We should not be paying full price for it. That's my opinion.
I agree.
Because if we buy, say like we buy 5 cases, and we have them and we take them and physically sell them to some of our friends, we're not making no money on it, because we can't sell it over 50, what the cost of over $55 for the case. You can't sell it over that. So not unless you want to tack on shipping, yes, but still you're not making no money on it. So you should be able to, we should be able to get it for wholesale, I believe. Somewhere down the line, I'm going to be able to bring that up. Why is it that we can't get that for wholesale?
Shipping was almost half as the
yeah, I know. I looked online, that shipping was $20-something, and I was like, I understand water is heavy, but if you're shipping stuff, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it should have been. I don't think it should have been that much. I mean, I have received big boxes of Mary Kay product that was way heavier than what that little case of water was, and I didn't pay but $8.99 for shipping.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's FedEx. All right, so they need to do something about that shipping amount, because that is, I got to get connected to talk to the right person about that. Because that part of that is not based on other things. I mean, even when I was selling the paparazzi jewelry, I did those kind of things because I'm a jewelry freak. Why should I get with a company and pay full price for the jewelry? I got with the company so I can get my products at wholesale. I'm still with Mary Kay because I wear the products. Why should I not be a consultant and pay full price for the product when I can be a consultant and get my products for half price?
I agree. Totally
okay.
Agree.
That's right. So that's, I believe, is the way that it should be for us here. Mm-hmm. We should be able to get this water for wholesale instead of having to pay retail for it. So when I'm in Vegas, I'm going to see if there's I might even see if I can get John Rustin off to the side and just ask him the question. Just ask him, see if he got an answer for me. I'd rather just go to the horse's mouth and ask. Because if I go anywhere else, I'm gonna have to wait forever and get an answer if I get an answer. Y'all forgive me for saying that. But this is a legitimate question, I believe. Don't y'all agree?
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a legitimate question. So the question is, why is it we're not paying wholesale for it? And why do we pay a huge price for shipping? Mm-hmm. When it shouldn't be that much. So somebody's going to hear my voice on that. I hope, and if they do something about it, that would be great. If not,
I'll back you up.
If not, then maybe I'll drink a can of water once a week. Okay. Anybody have anything else that they want to question or have any concerns about or anything? Anybody have anything that they need to discuss? Any exciting things that have happened or anything?
Yeah, like EV charging stations are gonna break in 2024.
I tell you what,
seeing articles out there,
Mm-hmm. Charging stations is gonna be a great thing to be to be involved in. if, you know, if a person feels like and getting out there and doing the work that it takes, you know, you can communicate people, the right people, you connect with them online. And I mean, you can do that. You know, everybody's not getting out and going all over everywhere. And but you can build a successful EV charging business online as well. Everything is being done online now. You know, you can do that. And we're going to need somewhere down the road, we're going to need to do that, because that's what it's coming to. I was talking to someone today. They even told me, if you haven't gotten your Amazon store set up, I would recommend doing that. All right. I was told today that in 2024, Amazon's going to be selling cars. And the first line is going to be going into their car system are Hondas. So that means if Hondas are going to be able to sell cars on Amazon and everything is turning into electric, there's going to be some opportunities out there. Now, what I would like to see happen, of course, it ain't all about me, but what I would like to see happen is for John Ruston to go back in there and get back on those cars that we were, the aliens. Can you imagine if we had the aliens on Amazon to sell? Did y'all imagine that? That would be something. That would be something. To have those cars in there to be able for people to go in there and sell. Our 5% was skyrocket high. That would be something. That's something else I'm gonna ask them about too. What's the status? What are we gonna do about the aliens? Are we still gonna ever get those? So I understand because of what the technology and everything that it takes to get cars to be able to sell that are made in another country and to come here to be sold. It's a lot that goes along with that. And I think that's what had the hold on those cars for a little bit. But those other vehicles, it wasn't as technical to be able to breathe out. What are those look like motorcycle type things that we have? Have y'all seen those? I think I mentioned that several times. Y'all might want to go on YouTube and take a look at that. There's a website that you can go to see those vehicles, but they're like four-wheelers or something like that. But those are ours and supposed to be becoming available for us to sell too. Now I saw those. I saw that in the NEAM, and you know, so you might. It's a lot of stuff on YouTube pertaining to our company that y'all might want to go out there and just go out there and scroll through their channel. Look at some, pull up Ruston in Ruston Industries. Look at some stuff that's out there, because it's a lot that's out there, you know, and then plus they are a piece at a time adding more stuff to our line. So that's why we need to start making money now. We need to start making money. We need to start making money right now. And whether it's here, whether it's anywhere, we just got to do the activity, you know, to make some money. That's why we're in business, is to make money. The opportunity is there. The products are there. We just have to do our part as well. Okay. So, anybody else have any capacity? Did you have something that you wanted to say?
Yes. Well, I'm just saying I'm excited for this weekend. I would be going out to give away. We do a Thanksgiving giveaway boxes.
Oh.
I'm around part of that, and I'm gonna be around a lot of people. So I'm gonna be personally talking my business.
Great.
So I'm excited about that. It's called Paulette Praise Porch Ministry.
Wonderful. And that's great.
I'm great. I'm excited. That's something I'd be around more people to talk. Like you say, I'm not just going out to go. It's gonna be something I'm doing anyway. So I'm excited about it. Right.
Good.
And I'm on a mission too when I'm out there.
All right then. Yes, ma'am. You're on that mission. You'll go out there and you make it so, girl. Make it happen. Because I know that everybody, I don't know how cold it gets out there in California, but I know everybody out there is going to be complaining about their light bill somewhere here down the thing, so down the road, not too far. So we really need to make sure everybody knows about our energy saver. We really need to know, people need to know about that. Okay. So, hello, Janet. How are you?
Good evening. Still recovering, but I'm getting better.
Good, good. I'm glad to see that you're recovering. Glad to see you here. We just went over a few things. You'll be able to go back and see that on the playback that I'll be sending out. And but do you have any did anybody else first have any other concerns or anything that they needed to discuss, or because what time are we looking at? Anything we needed to discuss before we end this call for today? Anything else we needed to go over? Okay, Patsy, I'm excited about your activity over the weekend. I'm sure that you're going to do very well with that. And let me know how it goes. Yeah, you can let us know, go on Tuesday. You can give us your
Sure.
update on how your activity went.
Okay, sure will.
Okay, that sounds great.
Question.
All right, so
Question.
Miss Janet, how you doing? What's going on with you? I know you haven't been feeling the best, but I'm glad that you had the energy enough to be able to join us tonight. What's going on with you, girl?
Getting organized. I said, I know the Zoom number is here somewhere. I'm excited about the fact of the possibilities. Getting organized and learning my back office and the website so that I can choose a particular item and say, this is what I'm excited about, and share more information, and then get ready to share that link. So that's where I am. Because at work, I was sharing something I didn't want to do overkill. That's how I'm going to give you my link so that we can talk more. I'm not giving it much justice. I'm just trying to keep it simple. Right. And I backed up because I didn't want to dump too much information on a coworker. Right. And I'm working on my CRM. I'm working on some other things. I need to type it up, send it to you, and then you'll see, because I've got to get more organized and have build a schedule where I'm more consistent, and that's what I'm working on. How to reach, whether it's going to be cold, hot, neutral, whatever kind of market, and just learn how to have what they call it, icebreakers, conversations. Yes, just talk. And really, I've understand this concept when you ask questions or engage in a conversation. They say whoever starts a question controls the conversation, and I learned that from a person who was an insurance agent. And so that's what I'm learning now, is how to have a conversation to see if to pique their interest so they'll sell themselves. Right.
So they can sell themselves. That's right. Absolutely. Well, that's great. That's great. And when you're working on things of that nature, you're getting yourself prepared for working and presenting what you have to offer, and to where it makes sense not only to you, but it makes sense to them too. So that's great. You just keep on doing what you're doing, but then it's going to get to a point, like really soon, you're going to have to step out on that knowledge that you already have, because you've got a lot of great knowledge, and it's going to say, okay, I'm going to have to just break the ice. I'm just have to say something. Remember when my Mary Kay director took me to that mall and made me talk to this lady, and I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't want to talk to her. Okay. Because and so I said that because the first time that you do it, that's going to be your icebreaker. That's when all fear goes away. And then that next time, you're on top of it then. You're going to be out shopping and stuff, and you're going to be forgetting about what you're out there shopping about, because you're going to be looking at people and feeling them out, and like, you know what? I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't say something to that person. And a lot of times I have gone up to people, excuse me, you know what? I don't mean to invade your privacy or anything, but I would not have forgiven myself if I had not said anything to you. My name is Sheila Pinkert, and da 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 da.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like them. I'm leaving the school system. So I told the lady, I said, yeah, I'm working on doing something with my website and going into specifics.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that? And so I just told her just enough to pique her interest.
Right. Right. You know, and then another way to get past that too, you know, well, what is it that you do? You know what? Thank you for asking me that question. And I would love to share with you what I do, but I don't want to tell you about it. But so let me go ahead and send you something to take a look at. Because if I try to explain it to you, I'm just going to bosh it up. It's so amazing and so exciting. I want you to see the real part of what I do. What's your number? Let me go ahead and send you something. You know, you take control and get that number. You know, don't ask them questions like, is it okay if I get your number? No. What's your number? Let me get your number here. Have it here. What's your name? What's your number? I'm going to text you something right now. You think you can watch this within 24 hours? I'd like to call you back within 24 hours. All right, so you give them something to look at, then set that appointment to go back and talk to them within 24 hours.
Sounds good.
Okay. You know, so don't try, you know, because and that's another reason that we don't talk to people about what we're doing, because we already know, we don't know how to talk about it enough to where we're going to sound like we know what we're talking about. Okay. And you do what you're doing. You just kind of want to break the ice with them. Yeah, I'm in the renewable industry, you know, and I need to share my opportunity with 10 people, and I'd love for you to be one of the 10.
Right.
Is there any reason why you couldn't just take a look at something for me? You know, and then just let them know you're gonna call them back. I'm gonna call you back tomorrow, morning, afternoon, or evening. Which one will work for you? Now, doing something like that, you can talk with authority. That's easy. But don't try to go off into explaining anything.
No, I gave her an analogy. I said, I've heard it been said that it's trying like to give a haircut through the phone. And she laughed.
Yeah. And keep it, you're just having a conversation and keeping it funny and you know, so that's just my training on that. It just never changes. I don't care what business we're doing. The thing that we're doing is we're wanting to get somebody to take a look at something.
Well,
and
I
if they
have
don't
2
want to
weeks.
take a look at it, it's okay. You know, they're not saying no to you. You know, we don't know what they got going on right now. They're just saying, no, I don't think I can look at anything right now. Okay, great. That's not a problem.
Well, I'm working on the CRM because when schools close down, Thanksgiving, we go right into Christmas and New Year. So I won't be able to do anything with them face to face. But the more numbers I have, I can stay connected with them over those holidays during the season. Matter of fact, I said, Mila, have you done all your shopping yet? So you never know how it could go, right?
Never know. Yeah, just an iceberg, just anything to, you know, start a conversation. You
I
know,
would love to get a copy of this training, and I do apologize to you and the team for being late.
It's okay. We understand.
All
Things
right. Well,
happen.
we're gonna grow.
You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the expression, we're gonna stay green and growing, right?
That's right. Stay green and growing. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate that. And anybody else have anything before we go?
Did Sir John say he's having another Saturday night?
He did. He did say he was going to have another Saturday night training. And so I guess we just got to keep our eyes open to see if something comes on, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow, in email. And let's see. And I'm still waiting to get the training information on the Amazon training. Okay. Oh, and Casual Clay, I still need to get with you too on that LLC stuff. I need to get with you to direct you where to go, answer whatever questions you got about that. So maybe we can do that tonight, later tonight.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you know, I've got the 10 o'clock thing.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Maybe I
All right.
might be the first one on there, and then we can talk about that while everybody's getting on.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll see. Just whatever's going to work for you.
Okay.
Just let me know. All right, then. Well, if there's nothing else, just remember, open your mouth. Talk to somebody. If they're in arm length next to you, and you feel like it's somebody that you want to share something with, don't leave unless you do that. And make it fun. Don't let it be stressful for you. Make it fun. Make it exciting. Just make it fun. And just hold a conversation. How you doing today? Jabba, how's your day been? Has it been great? Oh, that's wonderful. And then just go on into, I sure like that dress you have on. Where'd you get that? Anything. And just kind of see how they respond. You know, I really thank you for responding to me and for allowing me to talk to you a minute. I have something I'd like to share with you, because with your personality, I think you would be great at what I do. What do you do? You know what? I'd love to tell you what I do, but I would bosh it up if I try to tell you. Is there any reason why I couldn't give you something to take a look at? Take it home and take a look at it. Get comfortable and take a look at it. And I'll call you tomorrow. Would that work for you? Is there any reason why we couldn't do that? I really love to share with you what I do. Boom. Give her your card. Get that digital thing out. That way you got a phone number. And just go from there. And on the next day, give her a call. Now, the final part to that, when you're following back up with somebody, okay, after they have looked at something, and that's just the main thing is, the step is get them to look at something. Do not try to hold a conversation with nobody unless they have looked at something, okay? And then the next step, when you're doing that follow-up call, you may not be able to do that follow-up call on your own, but you get me on the phone, get Cassius Clay on the phone, or anybody else that feels comfortable with doing a follow-up call, all right? Because on that follow-up call, the person gonna see that they're not the only one doing the business, for one thing. All right. You want to say, well, I'm gonna get you on the phone with, it's so important. These little things that I'm giving you is just so important with the way that you do it. You got the person on the phone. Did you get a chance to look at what I gave you? Awesome. What is it that you like best about what I gave you? They're gonna tell you that, da 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 da. Well, you know what? I am in training. Hold on a minute. Let me get the person on the phone that's helping me build my business so that she can answer any questions that you may have. Hold on just a minute. Don't ask them, is it okay if I put someone on the phone? No, because you're giving them a chance to say yes or no. You never want to put them in a position to give you a yes or no answer. So you're going to tell them, well, listen, I'm so glad you watched it. Hold on, because I know you may have some questions. I'm going to get the person on the phone that's helping me build my business. Hold on, she's going to answer some questions for you. Hold on just a minute. But you give me heads up to let me know, Sheila, I got a person that I'm following up with today at 7 o'clock. And can you do a 3-way call for me? Yeah. So then when you get me on the phone, or whoever else is going to be your 3-way call person, you introduce that person. You make it seem like this person know everything about this business. She's helping me build my business. She's been doing this for over a year now, and she's very knowledgeable. He's very knowledgeable, and he can answer your questions and da da da. Thank you for taking your time. And then get me on the phone, or whoever's doing it. Sheila, this is such and such and such. I have Jackie on the phone. She watched the opportunity, and she has a few questions. And I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to help us with this. And then I'm going to turn the call over to you. When you turn the call over to the person that's doing your 3-way call for you, you zip your lips and don't say a thing while that person that's doing your 3-way call for you is doing whatever they do. Okay? You just be totally quiet. I'll bring you back into the call when it's time for you to come back into the call. And then that's when that person is going to do what she has to do, answer any questions that this person may have, and see what we need to do to get them signed up into your business. Okay. Now that is a procedure that I know works. I know that that procedure works. They haven't taught us any training like that in this company. But every company that I have been in to where you can sponsor people, that is the procedure. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Clay's deal there. He was looking over here like this. I'm sorry, he's funny. But anyway, that's the procedure that I know will work for you when you're trying to get people to, when you're not trying, but when you get in a mode to where I really want to be on my team, you know, whether it's free people or, you know, what are the other ones. Yeah, that's way works. It works. All right.
Coach Sheila,
Yes, ma'am.
one quick question.
Okay.
Are you or Coach Clay or anyone else available where we can do what's called like a play reversal or play, you
A
know,
role
go
play
through
on like
thank you.
a role play
Yeah.
on doing a three-way call.
I know how to do a three-way call. I've done them before, but just basically, if a person, I feel like I'm gonna stumble over my tongue and my feet. I just want to if I'm gonna do it, just do it and fall over and get back up and get myself together.
Okay, so
feel
I'm
good
gonna make
about
sure I understand. Are you wanting to do a role play on getting the call set up, or a role play on what's happening during the call?
Probably having a conversation with a person and knowing when you know, looking. I'm just don't know. I've got to get my confidence back. So I just want to talk and
Okay.
have a conversation, just to
Okay.
break the ice and just say that, okay, you're not as bad as you think, Janet. Now let's go to the next step.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's you and I have a talk, and we'll see what it is that we need to do some role playing on. You know, because it's like several different things that we have talked about tonight. And the original part was how the icebreaker on what to say to somebody when you're first in front of them. And the second thing is how to get them set up, how to get them to watch something. The third thing is how to get them on a three-way call. So we can do role playing with all of that, but we need to see what is needed the most, what's needed the most in order for us to do some role playing. So you and I can do a conversation on what it is that you really need to do in order to make you feel more comfortable with doing what we're talking about today. And let's talk about it, and then let's bring it to the group here, because it could be the same issues with some of the others. And then after we do something like a role play or something, it'll make it easier for everybody else too. So yeah, let's talk about that.
Thank you, because I got a few folks that I need to. Somebody's calling me and I keep missing them. I said, I wonder if they calling back on the opportunity. So it's time for me to follow up, and I just want to make sure.
That's right. Just make sure follow up is the key. You just follow up. That's somebody that's calling you. Follow up. That is the key.
All right, Dan.
All right.
Check with you. I'll text you to see what your availability is. Thank you.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, anybody else? What time are we looking at? I'm gonna give y'all some time to go and chill out for a few minutes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's 7:42. I was looking at my home screen. It says 7:15. All right, well, I better let y'all go so y'all can chill out. Anybody else have any other issues, questions, or anything before we go? All right, this call has been recorded, and I'll get it out to you all tonight. Thank you for being here. That always means the world to me. And so I thank you all for being here. I love you dearly, and you all go and make it a great rest of your week. I'll see y'all on the call tonight. Let's be on this call and get yourself set up for taking advantage of the free commercials that you could do. All right. And so if nothing else, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Y'all take it easy. I'll talk to y'all later, okay?
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you again for being here. Call has officially ended.